A matrix is comprised of an array of numbers. Each number in the matrix is called an element. So 6 is an element. It occurs right here. 3 is an element. There it is right there. And 8 is an element. So this matrix that you see has 9 elements in it. We want to find the cofactor of the elements that they ask us about. So to find the cofactor of 6, we need two things. We need a minor and we need a sign. We're going to get the sign from a sign chart. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. What we want to do is make a sign chart that alternates signs and is also 3 by 3. Always start with a plus. So plus minus plus, minus plus minus, plus minus plus. Notice that no two minuses are next to each other, no two pluses are next to each other. So the signs alternate. So we need a sign, and we also need a minor. I'll tell you what the minor is when we get to that step. Let's take care of the sign first. The sign depends on the position that you're in. And so this element is in position row 1, column 1. And I'm looking at that same position in my sign chart over here, which is a plus. So I want to take the plus, and then I want the minor. The minor is a determinant that's made up of the numbers that you get when you take out the row and the column of the element that you're in. So mark out the row and the column of that element that you're talking about, and you're left with a 2 by 2 determinant. And then we want to evaluate that determinant. Remember, to evaluate, we multiply this way. 9 times 0 is 0. And then minus, multiply this way to get 6. So the cofactor for 6 is -6. And that depends both on the numbers in the matrix and the position that the element is in. Let's try that again, except this time let's look at the element 3. 3 has a different position. It's right over here in the second row, third column. So in our sign chart, we want to go to the second row and the third column. This time we have a negative. So the cofactor for 3 is going to be negative and then the minor. And again, the minor is comprised of a determinant that takes out the row and the column of the element that you're talking about and write down the numbers that are left, 6, 2, 1, and 2. Now let's find the value of that determinant and then take the opposite of it. That's what the negative out front means. If I multiply in this direction, I get 12. And you want to group the subtraction because you've got the negative out front that will have to affect your sum or your difference. So 6 times 2 is 12, and then we want to subtract 1 times 2, which is 2. 12 minus 2 is 10. We want the opposite of that. So the cofactor for 3 is -10. Don't know what my board is doing. There we go, -10.